Just some time back, I was in a coffee conversation with some of my friends and colleagues, and we ended up talking about women behavior at work, and if really women are versus women or against women at work. Are they really slowing down each other's progress? Well, I don't think so. But there is something more at play that drives these perceptions. And if those perceptions exist, then there must be something that's happening that has to be corrected. If you look deeper at this problem, when it comes to men, any workplace is a very competitive place where you're up against each other for promotions, for pay increases, and so on. When it comes to men, they don't just look at women as their competitors or as someone they're competing against. They look at men and women in the race for that promotion. However, when it comes to women, somehow they restrict themselves and they carry that perception that for the next level, only one woman is going to be considered and maybe my competition is only against this woman. And that's how this perception comes, this drive comes. Also, it could be that at the workplace, men do try and socialize with everyone, men and women alike. Women find comfort in just dealing with another woman. They flock together and unknowingly start competing with each other. Early on in my career, I can say I've been a victim of this whole game of women versus women. Victim, or probably I was naive enough to fall into this trap. I'd found a close friend at work, a confidant. And yes, I was having a tough time personally. I was having a tough time at work. And during every lunch break, I would simply go to her and vent. When I should have been really seeking some good support and mentoring from people senior to me, maybe I should have been having heart-to-heart chats with my manager to really understand what was going on. I was simply going and venting it out with her. And what I was getting from her was simply feeding into a lot of negativity inside me. And that's one advice that I always give, not only to women but also to men at work, that if you are not feeling good about something, instead of going and venting it out to your peers who might feed onto that negativity and leading you to very unwanted career decisions, go and talk it out to a mentor, talk it out to your manager. And I'll tell you, what is it that we can be doing differently to make our workplace better and not fall into this trap? Firstly, I'll say, again, find your stress busters outside office. Recognize and talk while at work positives about people. Office is not the place where you feed into the grapevine. You never know how you will be quoted. Yes, this is human behavior. If you have something to say, be positive, be professional. Remember, you are at work, you are being judged for everything that you do. Keep the problems also professional. Never make your problems when you're talking out in public forums or with peers and friends at work sound personal. Do not target your manager personally with a so-called friend at work. It will backfire. If you have a problem with your seniors or with your peers, keep it professional. Talk to them about that particular problem and how it might be affecting your result and his or her result. Expand your network. Do not just stick to the boys club or to the girls club. Make sure you have a healthy mix of people across functions and genders at work so that you're never tied down or stereotyped in a particular kind of a group. And do not join the bandwagon against women. And when I say this, if a woman is having a tough time because she's just delivered, if she's having a tough time settling in with her in-laws because she's just got married, or she's dealing with a spouse who's having a very busy career or is in the middle of a decision whether to move with the spouse, provide support. Do not use it against her at the workplace. I would definitely like to share the kind of experiences I've had with women across the levels. Firstly, if I talk about my mentors or women who were much more senior to me, I would say I found the most nurturing managers in them. They are the ones who brought out the best in me. They are the ones who taught me to market myself, to speak up, to take on bold projects, and they became my champions or ambassadors for me at the workplace. I would love to name them, of course, D.V. Srimati, Lisa Sarr and Liz Ritchie. They were all at Procter & Gamble, where I was fairly young in my career, but I still remember them, and a lot of affection and respect goes out to these women. If I then move on to women whom I've had working with me as associates, there are a few facets that I would want to highlight about women, especially at the middle management level. The women I came across who were working for me, I found them to be highly committed. I also found them to be a little reluctant to seek help. It was almost as if they were wondering, if I go and ask Richa for help, she might judge me as if I am not adequate enough or confident enough about my work. That's not true. A lot of women out there shy away from asking for help while men don't. So don't let that happen to you. I also found these women, especially again in the same phase of 20s and 30s, not very clear about their life or career goals. So that's something only you can do. If you are in that age bracket, if you are about to settle down, you're making life choices, have honest and transparent conversations. And then try and be at ease with what you've decided. There's always a choice to make. I already did speak about my experiences with peers. Yes, it was a hard learning for me. I would say when you are dealing with peers, keep your conversations professional. Do not use them as where you can go and vent out and they'll absorb and not pass on what they've heard from you. Most likely they will. So be careful. Discuss projects. You can seek their inputs if you want, always with caution. It is a competitive workplace. They are up against you for the same promotions. They are competing with you for bonuses. So be careful. Again, once more, do not restrict yourself in having a women-only chai or coffee group. Make sure you are as open to network at work as can be. I like to just end this conversation by reminding you, at work, be professional. Gossip, grapevines, these are things to be created outside office, over coffee, with friends and family you can really trust. Workplace is for a purpose. It's there to drive a particular business. Stay focused on the mission. Enjoy your workplace very professionally. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or drop it in the comment box. Thanks a lot.